Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and Happy New Year to anybody who celebrates the Chinese New Year. It is the year of the tiger, and we've been sent this puzzle by a Spartacus. Look at the title. Apparently, this is Who, and I was practicing saying Lao Hu in Chinese, which is apparently one way of saying tiger, and my wife came to see if I'd hurt myself. So my pronunciation may not be up to scratch. Now, it's the new year in China, and that's brilliant. And it's also a new month everywhere else. And that means that we have got new Patreon content. We have not only have we got the new Sudoku hunt for the month, the quite approachable Sudoku hunt, and that's on Patreon now. It's live. You can do it. There will be 20 days, but it is quite approachable. You may get through it quite quickly. But also, Simon has put up a riposte to my video solving Fistomerfell. Yeah, I'll say no more about that. It is available on Patreon. It's quite interesting, actually. There, I said something about it. Now, this puzzle, though, has got a character in it. The character that represents this sound of tiger. To represent the year of the tiger. And rather brilliantly, Spartacus has turned that into a German whisper. Also, we get the date, 1/2/2022 in killer cages. I nearly didn't notice that. So it's brilliant. I mean, this is a really good idea. Do check below the video for the links to the merch and the Sudoku pad and the apps and how to join Patreon and Discord. But the first link is to this puzzle, which requires that the digits in a cage sum up to the number in the upper left corner. So those 5 digits add up to 22, for instance. And neighbouring digits along a green line must have a difference of at least 5. So those 2 digits, for instance, must have a difference of at least 5. That one must have a difference of at least 5 from each of those 3. So these are the rules, and there is the Chinese New Year. Happy New Year to you. Do have a go at the puzzle. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. And thanks to the requirements, as a Spartacus saw it, of spelling out 1/2/2022 in killer cages, we get 2 given digits effectively from these killer cages. We also get another one as long as we know the secret, which is that every row, column, and box in a Sudoku adds up to 45. And I mean, tell your friends if you trust them. So this row adds up to 45. You subtract 20 and 22, which is 42, and we're left with a 3 at the end. So that's almost a given digit. It acts quite like one. Now, with German whispers, there are some interesting things that always happen. And the first of those, and the knowledge bomb that we hit you with occasionally, is that 5 cannot be on a German whisper line because the cell it would connect to would have to be either less than 5 or more than 5, and that doesn't give you a Sudoku digit. Now, that means there are a couple of lines I can see immediately where 5 must be in one of 2 places. So in this column, it can't be in any of the cells with green on it, so it's in one of those 2. In this row, it's in one of the end 2. In this row, it's in one of those 3. And I'm just wondering, I don't think we can do the 22 cage. Now, the next thing about, this looks interesting. No, this is even more interesting. Right, this cell touches on German whisper lines 4 other cells. So to keep 4 away, this has to be one of the extreme digits, 1 or 9. 1 would allow those to be 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 2 would allow them to, and 9 would allow them to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want to start high-low colouring these lines. We must have a high-low, a high-low. That's clearly low. Let's mark the digits we've already put in as low, and that means below 5 in this context. I'm sure I should be able to disambiguate the high-lows quite quickly now, but I'm not looking at the right things yet. The 20 cage doesn't have a 3 in it, or a 2. It couldn't have had a 2 in it. Still quite some possibilities. But 4 of these digits, right, the next interesting digits apart from 5 on German whisper lines really are 4 and 6. 4 and 6 can never appear in positions in which they see 2 other digits, or in which they're connected by a German whisper line to 2 other digits that see themselves. So this can't be a 4 or a 6, because both of those would have to, if it was a 4, both of those would have to be a 9, and that's not possible. So none of these can be 4 or 6 by that principle. That's almost very helpful. None of these can be 4 or 6 either. Oh, maybe go back to this column. That can be, and those, but nothing else. It's always 1 extra degree, so I'm not quite sure what to do with that yet. Maybe I haven't thought enough about 5s. See, again, even here, that can't be 4 or 6, and though, oh no, actually that can't be either. Right, yes, this is the row. Again, row 6. Sorry, I should have stuck with row 6. None of these cells that I've just highlighted can be 4, 5, or 6. They can't be 5 because of what we said earlier. 5 can never be on a German whisper line. 4 there would require 9s on both sides. 4 there would require 9s on both sides. 4 there and there would require 9s in the horizontal on both sides, and 4 there would require 9s there, and they're both in the same box. So the same would be true for 6s and 1s. 4, 6, and 5 in this row are confined to those boxes, and look, there's only one way to make up the 20 cage now. That's really nice, and that gets us into the high-low on the longest line. So we've got to max out the possibilities from 4, 5, and 6 there by putting 5 and 6 in, 9 there, that makes 20, they're all the maximum. That is a 4. Right, 9 is a high digit, so that's orange, and we can mark all the alternating digits along this line, therefore, as high, because the line must switch between high and low to maintain this difference of at least 5. So look at that, we've got a ton of the grid coloured immediately. Now that must be, yes, both of these must be 7 or 8, because both of them see 2 cells that see each other, so they can't be 6. This one and this one, this isn't 2, and it can't be 4 for the same reasons. This, though, could be 2. This can't be 4 either, because that's not a 9. Same here. And that's a 1, 2, 3 triple in the column. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that, an important call, arranging a family celebration. Now, back to this. We had a 1, 2, 3 triple in column 2. Yeah, and 9, 8, 7 is a triple sort of thing as well. So everything else in the column is 4, 5, and 6. And I can't resolve those. Let's have a look along here. Right, these, right, if that's 1, 2, or 3, it can't be 4 because of that. These are also from 1, 2, or 3, because they can't be 4s because they both see 2 cells that see each other. So that's a 4 because of the 1, 2, 3 triple, and it's also low. So that is flanked by 2 9s, and we get numbers in the grid over here. These two must be a 7, 8 pair in the same way. They all see things that see each other. Now this wasn't going to have to be quite as extreme a digit as that. It could be 1, 2, 8 or 9, but it's low and it's not 1. So we now know that's a 2 with 7, 8 or 9 all round it and forming a triple. So those can't be 2. That's a 1, 3 pair. We get a 2 on the corner of the line. Yeah, okay, another 4, 5, 6. No, we can place 4, and that's a 5, 6 pair. That can't be 4. This is a 5, 6 pair along the top that I'm sure I can't use yet. Now, I haven't touched this middle stroke of the character. Right, but can those be high? Actually, yes. Can they be low? That might be a clever question. This would have to be 1. This would have to... Yeah, no, these 4 are all the same, and we've got a low digit in the box, so they have to be high. You can't have 5 either highs or lows in a box. So now we've got all the low digits, the high digits, I mean, in column 5, and anything else on a line is low. Yes, sorry, I can alternate along this line, colouring highs and lows. There we go. And now I can do it on this line as well, thanks to getting just 1 digit coloured. Ooh, nearly made a mistake there. That is not alternating. I was doing it in kind of bishop's moves and went wrong. Right, so we've got all this done. Now, this is the only cell in this column that can be a 5. So there we go. This must now be low. Might as well colour that as well. Now we've got 1, 2 and 3. That is 1 or 3 because it can't be 4 or 2. And this must be a 2. Now, okay, I was going to say 2 has to be flanked. No, I mean it has choices 7, 8 and 9. Other possibilities. One of these is a 3 up here. And the 3, yeah, this one can't be a 3 because one of the ones either side of it is a 7, and 3 can never be next to 7. That's right. So that's a 1, 3 there, 3 there. And this can't be a 7 next to the 3 that we did place. So we get those. Same's true here about 1, 3 can't be next to 7, but I don't think it actually lets me decide which is which there. Now this is low. Sorry, I should have put that in ages ago. That's a 1. Oh, right. So now I get a 3 there. I can't have a 7 next to a 3. 7 must be next to 1 or 2, so that's a 2. And this is all coming together very nicely. This is low, and it can't be... Oh, look, I should have coloured that 4. This is low. It can't be a 4 and sit between 2 oranges that see each other. So it's a 3 surrounded by an 8-9 pair, which is handy. This could be 7. Actually, this could still be 6. Right. This pair... Yeah, both of this pair can't be 8 or 9. 8 because of that, and 9 because of those 9s. So the 8-9 pair is in those cells. This is a 6-7 pair, but 6 can't be next to 2. This is a 1-8 pair, and we know the highness, lowness of them. This is 2 or 4. Oh, this is a 4, in fact. It sees 1, 2, and 3. So that has to be next to 9. 8 there, 2 there. This is 6 or 7, can't be more certain than that. This is high and can't be 9 or 7. This is low and can't be 2. It can't be 4. It can't even be 3 actually, because it's got to be next to 6 or 7, so that has to be 1. Then we get a 1 up here in box 3 because it's the last one in the puzzle, I reckon. Then we get a 2 up in box 3 as a result of sequestering off that square, and that gives us the 2 down in box 9. They're all done. Can we keep going with 3s? Probably not actually. We get a 3 in one of those cells in box 7. That does give us the 3. Oops, the 3 in box 9. But that doesn't give us the 3 in box 3. So no, it didn't keep going. Right, what about the lines? I don't know. That can't be a 7. Actually, it never could have been. I think I'm almost done. As long as I obey the pencil markings, I'm done with the German whisper lines. I hadn't put the last 1 in. There it goes. might as well colour it blue, keep it going. We've got a 4-7 pair there, so this must be a 6. Oops. A 6. That gives us 5 and 7 in the row. Let's colour the 7 high. That now has to be an 8. 5 and 7 to go in the column. I can tell that is not going to be a 5-6 pair by uniqueness, but I can't use that. That feels like it's a bit naughty, so I won't do that. Now this cell sees 3, 8 and 9 there, 1, 7, 2, 4 there, so it's 5 or 6 which forms a pair. That must be 3 or 9, and this is 3, 8, 9. I thought that might spring things for me. It didn't really. Oh, 6 and 5 can be put in row 3. 6 is a high colour. That makes one of these a 6. The 5 fixes the 6-5 pair here. That fixes this as 6. This now can't be 6. That's 4. Oh, that's a naked single 4. That's handy. Okay, so we get a 5-7 pair in box 9. That must be 6. 4 and 9 go here somewhere. That fixes the 7-4 pair. We get an 8 there. Might have been available for a while. I'm not sure. That 8 repairs. Oh, well, both of those actually could have come down to a 7-9 pair. And in fact, there's a 7 looking at them. So I missed that. That fixes the 5-7s. Up here we have 3 and 7. Yep, they can go in. I will get the colours done in a moment. Don't panic. That can't be 9. Oh. This is now a 4, which is what I expected. 5 and 6 there. 9 here. 3-8 pair still to resolve at the top of the grid. 8, 9. This now has to be a 4-5 pair for the column, so we know which way round they go. This is 6 or 7. Ah, looking up the column, it's a 7. That's a 6. This is 9. That's an 8. This is a 9 or a 3. It must be a 9. 3 there. 8 there. Now, let us get colouring. 8s are orange. 9s are orange. 7s are orange. 5s are not coloured. 4s are blue. 3s are blue. Oh, 6s. I thought I'd done them. They're orange. This is blue, and it must be a 3. And that... Oh, no, look. I hadn't done these two. 8 and 9 there. Now I can finish off with a 3 to complete the puzzle. There we go. Lovely. So there we go. Year of the Tiger. Welcome to any viewers either in China, which I believe would be difficult to view us, or who use the Chinese New Year elsewhere. Thank you very much for spending time with us, and to you all. Happy New Year. Happy new month of February. Do check out the Quite Approachable Sudoku Hunt, and we will see you again tomorrow. As it is, bye for now.